Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. I want to know, can you guys hear me? Check that mic to see if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, give me the thumbs up. I got a new mic in this bitch, so I need to know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying to see if you guys. Oh yeah, y'all can hear me. Oh, we good. We Gucci. First of all, Jeff King in the building. I see you, my G. I see you with that big donation. Uh, let's talk, people. First and foremost, much more importantly, I hope you guys had a great holiday. I hope you guys had a time. I hope you guys had time to spend with your family and had a good old time, and you got what you wanted for Christmas. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. We are the voice of the people. We are the voice of the fan across the globe, right? And everybody congregates here and we chop it up and we let out our feelings and we talk about our bills. And it's a great platform to do it. And I'm glad to be your host. For those that are still wondering what's going on with the giveaway is still on. We are about 400 people away. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late. But if we don't attain that goal, we will do another giveaway. And that's just the way it is, right? We're trying to get that 10,000 subs. We're close. We're close, people. We're very close. So I want to give a shout out to all my Bing Squad members. What it do? What's happening? I see Robert Aldridge in the building. Mike Solo's here. Yes, sir. Bada Bing Crosby. Mike Solo. Yo, Mama J.R. What's happening? Who we got in the building, man? Andrew Krantz is here. I see you, man. Jeff King's in the building with a big donation already. I like it. Who we got? Because we're about to get lit, man. People might think Bill's Barrier. I see you, man. I see you, Bill's Barrier. Or somebody said, holy shit, you're alive. Yeah, man. Yo, it's the holiday, man. I had to kind of give the time to the fam. You know what I mean? Brady Hurd. Right, Sealback, I see you, man. Hey, let me show you guys something. Yes, let me tell you something. The wife was like, listen, I'm sick and tired of you bing, biggity, binging it all day. So I got you these bells. So you know what I say? I'm still going to bing, biggity, bing, but I'm bing, biggity, binging it like that. Anyway, I just want to put that out there. Get that out the way. She must be laughing right now in the kitchen right now. She's like, maybe I did that's a bad idea to give this guy these bells because it's happening. It is happening. My man Griffin says, what's the phone number to call? The phone number to call is in the community tab. And in order to get a phone number, you have to be part of the Bing Squad. You have to be a subscribed member. So join thefanatics.com. That's how you do it. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk some football, baby. Let's talk some football. Today was a weird game. It was a weird game because you're sitting there with the idea of knowing that this game doesn't even matter. Like, we're watching it and we're like, man, cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just don't get hurt. That's the one thing that I was really harping on. Just don't get hurt. I don't understand a few things that happened today. Why in the hell would you even play Allen? Why? Because and I know people are like, play him. He needs the reps. What are we in off season? He needs the reps, bro. He's been doing it all year. By the way, we got a new member. Who is it? Liddy Maya. We got a new member. Bing, biggity, bing. Welcome to the squad. I think I'm gonna like these bells. Yes, sir. Yeah. Today is just. It was cold. It was raining. You put your starting quarterback in, but you bench all his weapons. Like, what was the point? Man? Like, to do what? To work on a few screens that he's terrible at doing? I've come to conclusion. It's not Dable. Excuse me. It is Dable. But the execution on the screenplay, it's down to the quarterback, man. He's just not a very good seller. He doesn't sell it. Like, he's doing a screenplay. You got to sell the screenplay. Let them advance to you. Then you do it. The dude gets the ball, looks one way, and tosses the other. That's not the way the screen's supposed to work. You're supposed to attract the defense, get them coming to you like they think they got a sack, and boom, dump off. That's for us. That should be with a guy like Devin Singletary. That's an easy 15-yard gain to 20-yard gain if you just sell it properly. That's all you got to do. By the way, shout out to everybody in this room. There's 144 people. What's going on? But yeah, man, I had a really big issue with that, man. Really big issue. Like, what was the point? You got him into the game to we saw nothing. We saw nothing. He made some poor throws. Like, it just wasn't. There was no rhythm. He knew it was. There was no point from the be a game, and it showed. It showed tremendously. I mean, so like the fact that they put him in the game, I just never understood it. And then you surround him with the lower tier. Now, there's one guy out of that whole group that I feel that is not lower tier, and that's my guy, Duke Williams. Listen to me when I tell you this, folks. I'm gonna say it. I've been wavering back and forth because I wasn't sure. Like, man, people know I like Duke Williams a lot, and I want him in the game. I want him in the game ASAP, right? I want him in the game. However, if the team hasn't wanted to put him in the game, there's no point in me saying, yo, y'all should put him in the game. They want nothing to do with him to be in the game. Oh, shit. We got Matty Ice. Matty Ice, welcome to the Bing Squad. Bing, biggity, bing. That's 2 people today. Y'all know the drill. We get 10 new members. Giveaway time. And on top of that, at the end of the month, we're doing a whole giveaway for the whole crew. Whole crew. So there's going to be 2 giveaways. There could be 2 giveaways, man. Let's get to 10 people today. We got a giveaway. And at the end of the month, we're doing a whole giveaway for the whole squad, right? That's how we do it. But anyway, Duke Williams being in the game was a breath of fresh air. And I've wanted him to be in the game, but they don't want to activate him. So, like, what am I supposed to, like, what, as fans, what do we say? It's just what it is. Let's keep it the way it is. It's just they don't want to activate him. So be it. We'll leave it at that. But today he showed and proved that he should at least get an activation. At least get an activation. Now, hear me out on this, okay? There was a play today, one single play, right? It was down the sideline. It was a deep ball, and Duke Williams stretched all of his 6'3" frame out for that ball. That maximum effort alone should get him at least as a number 3 option on this team. We already know who our top 2 guys are, the top dogs. It's John Brown and Cole Beasley. We don't have like a third guy, right? Dawson Knox is our tight end, but the third receiver, that's who we need, man. I like Isaiah McKenzie. Don't get me wrong. I like him. Roberts, don't get me wrong, right? I like these cats, right? Then you got Foster. Foster's he's just where you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? So when you have no real third receiving threat and you have one sitting and marinating on your sideline, dude, get him in the game, man. He gives you maximum effort. He wants to make plays. He wants to be out there. He's hungry. Why not put him out there? When you got the hunger, bro, that gives you that extra bit. And going into the playoffs on top of that, bro, man, it's time. And he goes up against one of actually the best corner in the game, in Trey White. And he's putting work to Trey White. But you're gonna keep him on the sideline? I just don't get it. I don't get it, people. And my man, I gotta say this, man. I gotta say this because there was a rumor. There is a rumor out there that the Panthers are potentially looking into hiring Brian Daboll as their head coach. Really? Okay, so be it. Ain't nobody saying, "Oh no, please no, not Daboll." Although I've been a fan of Daboll this year because he's had to get his shit together and he's done pretty well with what he's got, better weapons and so on and so forth. But ain't nobody scared to lose Brian Daboll. Let's keep it a buck here, right? But my man Bobby mentioned something today, and I was like, okay. And he's saying, like, when you have an offensive coordinator that doesn't know how to use personnel and doesn't know how to kind of take advantage of the personnel that you have on the team, like, good riddance. See you later. Get somebody in that knows how to use their personnel as well. That's what they're gonna do. Oh shit, we got a new member, Colin Watson. Bing, biggity, bing, big bitty gimme. We got 3 new members right now. Within 5 minutes, we lit today. We lit. We got new members today. I'll tell you that right now. I hope the bells don't annoy you. But guess what? It's happening anyway. So the fact of the matter is, Dable potentially going elsewhere, so be it. But the fact that we got Duke Williams on the sideline, you don't know how to use him. You don't want to you deactivate him every time, but he gives you dude gave you 6 receptions, 108 yards. You don't think you could use that? You don't think you could use that? Look at the effort he gives you. A big fella running down the sideline, getting open like that against the starters, against the Jets. And the Jets don't have a shitty defense. They don't. They have a decent defense. But you're sitting there putting Duke Williams on the sideline. Hey, that's our OC. That's our OC. Like, you're in charge of the groceries that they got you. Bean went ahead and said, here you go. Do what you want with it, but you got this man sitting on the sideline. Right? I'm just putting it out there, right? Here's another thing. And it's funny because I would have never said this prior to this, right? But looking and watching TJ Yeldon today had me like, if we're going to be passing a lot, it'd be nice to have a receiving tailback back there. So I'm like, okay. I started thinking about it. Then I'm like, but nah, maybe I'm tripping. I'm just like, I'm in the moment. But then I started thinking some more. No. I'm not in the moment. We need all the weapons that we can get, all the mismatches that we can get, so we can actually do some good when we get to Houston or it is KC, whatever the case is. TJ Yeldon that's something I would definitely consider activating. I might be tripping and in the moment, but in my present time, it feels good to put in to activate a Yeldon because of what he was able to do today as a runner. No, as a receiving threat, absolutely. But we've known that about him. He's been a receiving threat since college. When he went to Jacksonville, he's been that guy. And we can do it. We can activate him and give us a mismatch. And he can do it. And he's a yak monster. I'm about it. People know me. I'm about a yak. I'm about that. I'm the yak guy. Give me a running back, a receiver that gives me yak. I'm all over it. If we drafting a receiver, I need one that's going to give me yak. Yards after catch. Yards after contact. Whatever you want to call it. Give me somebody that catches the ball and doesn't just go down as a possession receiver. Catches the ball and looking for more. That's the type of receiver that we need because we have Cole Beasley, slot guy, boom, 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 boom. We got John Brown. He goes deep and he's an all-around receiver. Now we need that tough Percy Harvin type guy that can do it all. Yak is the name of the game. That's what we want. By the way, William Morse, welcome to the Bing Squad. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. I like that. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to get away from what happened today because today was just a weird game. It was a weird game altogether. Like Barkley, look at this. It doesn't even feel like it. But Barkley today went 18 for 35, 230 yards. 230 yards. He passed for 230 yards. Bro. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Fanatics Lifers. Yo, that's my guy, Willard Morse. Respect. Lifer, my guy. Love it. But here's the thing. Colton Scott, I see you, bro. Bing biggity, I see you. Here's the deal, though. 230 yards, he threw that like nothing. Like nothing. And when we watch Allen, I don't want to say it's a struggle, but it's like he claws for every yard. You know every yard he throws for. Barkley comes in and easily throws for 230 yards. I was like, whoa, what? Where'd that come from? It just makes you kind of makes you wonder. Ryan Berger says, Rico, you need wifey to do the bing biggity bing. She ain't gonna do it. And if she does, it's super weak. I'm trying to work on it with that. Jesse McFadden says, with KC number 2 seed, could we see the Patriots? Shit, if I wouldn't mind seeing the Patriots. I honestly would not mind. That's a Patriots team. You know how sweet would it be? And I'm not just talking shit. I'm actually being dead serious. How sweet would it be if we go to play the Texans? We beat the Texans, and then we got to play the Patriots to move on to the AFC. Yo, I'm about it. I'm for sure about it because I feel that we can play with the damn Patriots. We can. And how sweet would it be to bounce the Patriots out for us to go to the AFC Championship And you know what? And they're not even on a bye, so it's not even guaranteed that they even make it out with the way that offense has been playing. I'm just saying, man. Scott Blakely, we need a punter. Oh, that's right. We've known all season. Oh, yes. And this onside kick, really, Hashka? you, you know it needs to go 10 yards, right? Oh, that was, I'm just telling you, this whole game was just weird. This whole game was just weird. The Deuce can't look past Texans. I'm not. Believe me when I tell you this, I'm not looking past the Texans. I was just making reference to if we have the luxury of playing the Patriots, it would be nice to bounce them out and just finish them off and be like, you know what, that's a sweet victory. But we're not gonna go past the Texans at all because they got a squad over there, right? But I'd rather play the Texans than the Chiefs in the first round. I'd definitely rather play the Texans than the Chiefs, for sure. The dude says JJ Watt will be back. I thought that was a joke when I heard that JJ Watt was coming back. And JJ Watt coming back, to me, we're prepared for it. And I'll tell you why I say we're prepared for it. We went against the likes of Von Miller. We survived it. We went against the likes of Judon and that Ravens defense. We could play. We went against the likes of the Dallas Cowboys front with Lawrence and all them cats. We survived it. So it's not like we didn't play any of the top talent. This is what I was saying, guys. We've played tough teams, so that makes us prepared for it. So JJ Watt being inserted back into the lineup, I'm not saying it's going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, but we're not going to be shook. Be like, oh shit, JJ Watt's in the house. No, we're not. It's just another game. Handle business and keep it moving. Game Touch TV says, Rico, the Ravens tore us apart up front. I'm in terms of the run. I mean, shit, you're gonna stop that Ravens front. Really? It's hard too. But what I'm trying to say is that defensive front, we fared well. I didn't say we survived it because we didn't. We lost that game, but we fared well. We could play. We can hang. So JJ Watt coming in, it's not like he's what JJ Watt and who else? Merciless. They got Whitley Merciless on that squad. I'm trying to get my brain back on it. Obviously Clowney's gone, so I'm like, I don't know defensively who they have that's like a stout cat, but JJ Watt is gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Yeah, they had 6 sacks against us. They did. But the Texans defense is not the Ravens defense. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm just putting it out there, people. I'm just putting it out there. Chris Matlock. Don't forget the Steelers. Yes, and the Steelers. That Steelers defense is legit. That defensive front is legit. Survived it. So we will survive against the JJ Watt. That guy's he's a future Hall of Famer, but also an older cat coming off of an injury, so he might have some rust to shake off. And we don't have that O-line that can't handle. We have a decent O-line. We've improved on that offensive line. So I'm not really that shook. By the way, there's 230 people in this bitch. Do me a favor. Click that like. If you're new to this page and you're like, I like the Bills and I like this guy, subscribe. Click that subscribe button. It's that simple. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love it. Let's keep it moving. So now, when I look at this game, and I'm gonna retract back. When I look at this game, and I see our run game without Devin Singletary, ugly. Most of our yardage came from our receiving core, which consisted of Alexander. I think there was one other guy that had a reverse on there, but Alexander, McKenzie was the guy that I think he had like 30 yards rushing, 30 plus yards rushing, and that is nearly half of what we had in terms of rushing today. We had 73 yards rushing total today. I know this is not indicative of what is going to happen next week, but my goodness, that tells you how important it is to have a running back. That tells you how important it is to have a guy like Devin Singletary. And that tells you how important it is for us to keep looking for a secondary complementary back for next year with Devin Singletary. I'm not counting out Yeldon because I like him as a receiving threat, but we just need that other guy. We just need that other guy, right? And there was 2 running backs last night that looked pretty damn good. Dobbins, and I'm not trying to get too much into that, but Dobbins and Etienne, my Haitian sensation Etienne. But I would take Dobbins before Etienne. I'm just saying. Right? But not to get too ahead of myself. When I look at the run game, we suffered in the run game today, but today was an odd day. It's just a weird day. Then I look at the receiving core. Duke Williams, 6 receptions, 108 yards. 12 targets today. You can tell who they wanted to showcase to see what you got. You can tell who Barkley felt comfortable with. You can tell. So it's nice to see that. By the way, is this mic on? I hope the mic is what you guys can hear me in instead of the freaking built-in mic, because that suck. So if this works, this is perfect. Sweeney, thank you. Danny, I thank you. Danny 716, I appreciate that. Then we have Sweeney with 5 receptions, 76 yards. There's another guy that I'm like, maybe, just maybe, we deactivate, dare I say, Tyler Kroft and put in Sweeney. But I'm probably in my feelings. I'm in the moment, so I'm not thinking correctly. But what I saw today against a starting defense was impressive. Was impressive. And who did Allen have a lot of chemistry with in the offseason? When Dawson Knox was hurt, Tyler Kroft wasn't in there. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have any threat. Sweeney was the guy making a lot of noise. Sweeney was that guy. So I'm just saying. And by the way, Lee Smith, bro, I think Lee Smith has attributed to every single penalty an offensive ref can throw, except for one. I think he's never received an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He's received everything else. Holding, false start, you know what I mean? You name it, he's got it. Like, golly, man, offensive pass interference, you got it. he's earned every flag. He's earned every flag. Shit. But I'm just saying, if you got to bench Lee Smith, you got to bench Tyler Kroft. One of those two cats can get it on the bench. Bring in Sweeney. It's not like Sweeney is a liability in the pass blocking game. He can block. He can block. He can run block. And he can get downfield. I'm just saying, if we really trying to put the best on the field, the best, and you got the best chemistry, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Am I talking shit? If I'm talking shit, yo, put the little doo-doo emoji and say, yo, you talking shit. But if I'm on top of that, you know what I mean? Give me that. Give me that. Give me this. Give me that. I'll just put it out there, man. Where the hell is Robert Foster? This was a fantastic opportunity for Robert Foster to emerge from where the hell he's been hiding at. 4 targets. Donuts. It's got to be disheartening for this man. It's got to be disheartening. It really does. It really does. By the way, there's 242 people. We are giving away an Xbox. We are giving away merch. Buffalo versus everybody. Bing, 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 bing. Over here. There it is. We're giving the merch away. Subscribe. Tell your people. We need to get to that 10,000 subs. We're trying to, man. We're working. Let me drop that. I appreciate that. I see it. I see it. I see the flex. Colton Scott says the Achilles heel of this team is loyalty to the veterans. Shame to say, but I'm just speaking 100. Ooh, Colton Scott. Colton Scott. You wanted something with that. I like it. It is a thing. It is a thing that they want to give love to the veterans. It is a thing. However, last week, you know who didn't get a touch? Frank Gore. Frank Gore did not get a single touch last game. Nothing. It was all the Devin Singletary show. So, although I somewhat agree with you in a way that they love the veterans and they want to show respect to the veterans, they also know sometimes you gotta put the guy in that is that dude. Then which makes you question, then what the hell are we doing with Lee Smith? What the hell are we doing with Tyler Kroft if, you know what I mean, they ain't producing like we need them to produce, especially for Tyler Kroft at $6 damn million a year. Something to consider. Something I'm sure they're looking at and considering. Bills barrier. I like this. Sweeney for Croft, Duke for Foster, Yeldon for Lee Smith. Shit. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at that. My guy Scott Blakely. Sir Foster and Croft. Okay, hold on. Sir Foster and Croft, activate Sweeney and Williams, period. I like that. Oh, sit. Sounds like you put a typo. So sit Foster Croft, activate Sweeney and Williams. I like it. It's only thing that we learned today with our preseason game 17. Nothing sharpened, nothing gained today. Lost 3 out of last 4. Not good. Facts. It's true. Sweeney, Yeldon, Duke Williams should get consideration to be activated for next week. And today was proof of it. It's not like this wasn't like it was like a preseason game, but it wasn't a preseason game because we were going against guys on the other squad that are trying to try to salvage their season with record. What did they finish? 7-9? The Jets. They won 6 of the last whatever. And Darnold looked like garbage against. And we had this should tell you how solid this defense is and how solid this scheme is, because a great amount of our starters were out, including the injured Wallace. And I'll speak on that in just a moment. And we looked damn good. Running to the ball, aggressive. D. Marlowe, legit. I like D. Marlowe. I've always wondered, why the heck are we keeping D. Marlowe? What do we like about him? I like him. Johnson, I like. Boy had a nice interception, but it got negated by the stupid penalty by Johnson. Silly. But I like. This defense was legit today. Corey Legit was all over the place today, man. Dude, he was everywhere. 6 tackles, 5 of them solo. Corey Legit. Yo, bring that smoke and energy next week. Defensively on top of that, again, Saron Neal. I like Saron Neal when we drafted him. Right? Was relegated, to special teams and has been great on special teams. But he looked good today, man. Solid tackler. Not afraid. Bam, bam. He'll knock you the hell out. He will. That boy can hit. Liddy Maya says, what happened to Ty Nseki today? He tweaked his foot. I think is that same foot that he messed up 7 weeks ago against the Dolphins, give or take 7 weeks. He messed it up again. He tweaked it. Oof. That's tough, man, because he battled all the way back just to kind of get in the game, and then boom, there goes a tweak. That sucks. Because now we got Ryan Bates as the backup or swing tackle to Cody Ford. And even today, Cody Ford had a bit of a stinger in the shoulder. But we'll get by it. We will get by. Bills Barry says Saran Neal can literally play any position you throw at him. Yes, he can. Versatility. That's a McDermott type of guy. I need you to do everything and anything and do it at a high level. And that's what he does. That's what the heck he does. Trey Dew says, what IR designation we give Waddle? Might need depth for playoffs. No, I think Waddle is done for the year, my G. I think he's done for the year. I don't think we put him in a position for us to bring him back with the IR designation. So when I look at what we did today defensively, I was encouraged, especially because we had most of our starters out. Now, we go all year with being one of the healthiest teams in the league, and we lose 3 freaking players to injury today. Wallace and Seke, and there was one more. I thought I wrote it down. Wallace and Seke, Teron Johnson. And Teron Johnson got nicked at the end. I hope he's okay. I think he got stepped on, but I think he's going to be all right. But, dude, man, we go all year looking pretty decent with little injuries here and there, and then 3 big ones today. Wallace being one of the tough ones. That one looked like he couldn't hobble. He was hobbling. He couldn't put any pressure on that. I'm concerned about that. But it might sound insensitive that I say this, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because Kevin Johnson has been splitting time with him because of the confidence level and the lack of big play ability from Levi Wallace and giving up big plays, Levi Wallace. So that's why Kevin Johnson comes in. Scott Blake says, well played. We played too conservative, Rico. That's when injuries happen. I started thinking of that. Is it because their minds are not completely there? They know this is over with, so you're not playing 100%, and that's how you're getting hurt. It made me think of that, because that's usually what happens. You hear it all the time. You get hurt when you're not 100, when you're not there and you're not in it 1,000%. When you're in it 100%, you be all right. It's when you're playing conservative or you're tentative on doing certain things. That's when you get hurt, and I think that's what happened today. The Deuce, Trey Deuce says, must be retaining Waddle for next year if we didn't do injury settlement. Yeah. I honestly think that he'll probably come back next year. I really do, because they wanted him. They went after him. They wanted Waddell, so I think they bring him back. Is Shaq Lawson hurt? No, man. He was hurt. Actually, that's a lie. He was hurt, but I think it was more so precautionary reasons they took him out, and he'll be ready for next week. But he was hurt. He was on the injury report. Missed tackle Teron. Yeah, man, that boy's he does a lot of tackles, but he misses a few here and there. Matty Ice, the Bills, if go offensive line in the draft, they're just showboating future wide receivers. Are we showboating future wide receivers? I mean, shoot. If I'm reading what you're saying correctly, no, I don't think we're showboating anything. Not at all. Not at all. Not one bit. Now, a few things that stood out to me in this game. Sam Darnold's overrated. He just is. That head coach is trash. What's that dude? What's that doofus's name over there? What's that dumbass's name for the coach? The coach for the damn Jets. This guy. Yo, somebody help me out. I'm drawing a blank as to what that fool's name is. I'll wait for y'all to give me that. Sean Ives, I see you, bro. He said, my man says, keep it up. I will keep it up. I appreciate that donation. Thank you, Adam Gase. That fool had them rolling in the first quarter. Dable. You had Darnold 6 for 6 or whatever the case is. Then he runs a freaking wildcat. We're number 2 to number 3 defense in this league, and you're gonna run a wildcat on us? Boy, sit your ass down. And then on top of that, you go for a field goal. The game means nothing. You should go for it. 4th and 1, and you're rolling. Yo, that Adam Gase is something else, man. But I will tell you this though, that Sam Darnold cat, overrated. I never liked him coming out of college anyway. Call it like him and his little tiny little hands. You ever watch Scary Movie? And the guy that has the with the messed up hand, grab my hand. No, give me the other one. Sam, you see how tiny little hands were? That's Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's got tiny little kid hands, little mini hands. Come on, man, open them things up. Yo, that guy's a walking interception, walking turnover. We could have, if we had that starting defense on that ass today, boy, it's over with. We're gonna have fun with him for the next several years. I'll tell you that. We definitely will. I think he's overrated. But you know who's trying to get paid today? Who's trying to remain on this team for next year because the dead cap hit to release him is only $1.75 million? That is Trent Murphy. Trent Murphy wanted to get paid, and he had the nerve to do this. I was like, what is this? What is this, brother? Well, you wait till week 17 to show up and put a little something together? Boy, please. I'm getting paid. Bro, you better come and bring that same energy next week. Then we can talk about this. You can't be sitting here, making dollar bill signs and you got 2 sacks. Let's settle down. Last time you had a 2-sack game was 2016. Right? The healthy Trent Murphy. Now, if this is a trend, shit, so be it. Bring it. Bring all that smoke next week, because that's when we need it. But you're doing this. Yo, it genuinely made me laugh. It really did. The Titans are up 14-7. Yo, let me tell you right now, Scott Blakely, the Titans, I don't think anybody wants to see the Titans right now. Defensively, they're solid. And they got Tannehill playing like a G. Tannehill's found a home. Mariota, bye-bye. Mariota's going to be looking for somewhere else to play, because Tannehill just took that shit from him. He deboed that shit. He went to Mariota and said, give me your chain and give me that starting position. That's exactly what happened. And guess what? Mariota ran back to his car, ran back to the sideline. It's over with. Tannehill said, "Give me that shit. It's mine." He Debo'd his ass. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. You guys are too young. You guys might be too young to know what Debo'd is. All right. But yeah, man. I'm seeing good things on defense. So defense, we have a real deal defense. It's the real deal. It's the real deal. You have starters that are out, backup comes in, and we still performed high. I mean, we kept the damn Jets to 3 points up until the third, late third, early fourth. And then they put a couple drafts together in a big time reverse play, and boom, there Bob's your uncle. But like, yo, we were on top of that, man. Defensively, we are the real deal. This is a championship caliber damn defense. Offensive side just has to get it together. And we have to have a major game plan next week. Dable, this is where you make your money. You know what I'm saying? Make your money. This is it. Put a game plan together like you did for the Dallas Cowboys when everything was clicking, and then we go. I see you, big Ravens fans in this bitch, right? Big trust. I see you, G. I see you guys. You guys are going to have a nice little bye. Like I said, you don't want to see us, man. We got to take care of business, but you don't want to see us again. You don't want to see us again. Number 2, and I talked about this earlier, but we need to seriously consider Duke Williams as an activation. We need to seriously consider it because we have 2 offensive weapons that are clear. They got paid, and they've been playing like they did get paid in John Brown and Cole Beasley. But after that, we ain't got nobody, man. We don't got like that really true big threat. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. We need that bigger body, bigger threat. And that can run on the sidelines. You saw Duke Williams. He can run down the sidelines. You saw him. He's a big play guy. If y'all watch CFL, he was lighting. I was about to get my bag there. He was lighting dudes up. To watch myself. He was lighting cats up. So it makes sense to do it. Dable, what are you waiting for, bro? Put that man in. Put that man in. I'm just saying. So seriously consider that. Another thing too, now talking to you guys and getting in the bag, consider Yeldon, consider Sweeney. Consider. Strong consideration, Duke Williams. But those 2, you got to look at it. You got to really consider it for sure. I feel bad for Wallace that got hurt. Because dude is just he's a good kid, man. Good cat. Shuts his mouth, works hard. I see the wifey's in the building. She says she loves my sweater. I know what else you like too. We're gonna keep it PG though. Rated R Rico can't come back in this bitch. You know that. But Sweeney looked good, man. And that would be someone that I would definitely highly consider. I would highly consider him. Number 3, something that stood out to me is the injuries. And we talked about a little bit, but the injuries today, we took some crucial injuries, right? And Wallace being one of them. We like depth. I like depth. And at corner, when we're kind of low on the corner depth, makes me feel uneasy. But I'm okay with who we have in former first rounder and Kevin Johnson. So I'm good. I was always asking for that transition to happen anyway, because my man Wallace was losing his confidence and getting taken advantage of. So you get a Kevin Johnson in there that's known for making big plays, that is trying to get back into starting position and lock himself in. This might be his opportunity, and no greater time for it to come against his former team. Wow. I'm just saying, things could be lining up. Things could be lining up. Things could be lining up for the Bills, man. So that was 3. That was the injuries. And today, at the end of the day, man, this was just a tune-up. This was just to kind of get through this game and just let's work. Let's just get to the game and let's put something together. Now, today was a very vanilla type of day. We didn't do anything crazy. There was a few plays that I was like, okay, I like that. And then there was some poo-poo plays. We're like, come on, what are you doing? What the hell was that? There was a lot of miscommunication going on with Barkley and the O-line, which is expected. Different cadence, different everything. It's expected. But the point is, we got through the game. Minimal injury. I hope that everything was very minimal, and we go from there. Colton Scott says, "Big Trust, you only gonna troll the ones you're scared of." Big Trust has been in this bitch for a long time now. He's been watching ever since we played the Ravens. You got to give him respect though. He likes his channel. Anybody in the Ravens doing work that we do. So you got to give him respect for that. So trust me, when we play them the Ravens again, he ain't gonna be in this room after that. He won't. He won't. We won't see Big Trust. We're not gonna see that. Rated R Rico, no, we can't bring Rated R Rico back in this, man. It's usually when we lose and I'm mad and I'm just getting in my bag. But today was just one of those days where just get the game over and done with. You ever play Madden and you get the simulation where you just get no time accelerated? I was hoping that we just did that. Just get out of this game and be done. It was just a sloppy game altogether. I was not about it. Not about it whatsoever, man. So that's my spiel. I do want to talk about what position we are in for next year in terms of draft, in terms of players that we should bring in, and what we should do with the current roster. We are in such a strong position. You have to applaud McBean for putting something together. You got to, because we are in a very good position. We've built this team in less than 2 years, 3 years. I'll say 3. I'll put it that way. In less than 3 years to be a very strong contender, especially defensively. And we're not even done adding to the offense. We can improve on the offensive line. We can improve in the running back room. We can improve in the receiving room. There's so many things that we can improve on, and we're sitting here as a contender. Imagine what we can do. Imagine what we could do at receiver next year. Imagine what we could do at O-line. Imagine what we could do on the defensive front. Linebacker, Voshon Joseph coming back. Some of y'all probably forgot about Voshon Joseph. Voshon Joseph coming back. You put Voshon, Edmonds, Milano, and if you don't want to put, my man Bommy put me on game and was like, no, Voshon is probably going to be a depth guy, small. He's going to get eaten up. You need someone with a little more girth. So then I said, what about that Murray cat from Oklahoma? I would love Murray from Oklahoma, man. Slide over, Edmonds to the outside and have Murray, Edmonds, and Milano. Shit, that would be dirty. But I don't know college ball like that. I only see, read and see a few things. But once the season is over, that's when I kind of do my dive. But I'm just saying. Anthony Luigo, Longino, what's going on, man? I see you. I'm trying to see what you said. Yo, Rice, how about Jefferson from LSU? Oh, you said Rico. What about Jefferson from LSU? Yeah, even Jefferson. I was looking at Jefferson too. There's a whole whack of places we can go with this team, and we don't gotta feel desperate. I'm just putting it out there. Thomas Falzone, I really want to face the Ravens after 3 weeks west. What did he say? Do I really want to face the Ravens after 3? I mean, shoot, we're gonna have to face someone. If we make it to the Super Bowl, who does it matter who we play? We got to play them all. We played the Ravens before. It's not like we're shocked as what they bring to us. We're not going to be shocked. What are we going to be shocked for? We play the top teams at the end of our season. Shit, we're prepared. We good to go. We are good to go. Why was Ike Bacher at center? I didn't know he played center too. You got to know when you're on a McDermott team and you're on that O-line, you will play everywhere we need you to play. And that's just what it is. But think about it. Morsh wasn't playing. Feliciano wasn't playing. Dawkins, I don't think was playing today, or he played very limited. Right at the left tackle was Ryan Bates. Ryan Bates fucked up huge, and led a big sack turnover. But it's to be expected in week 17. I'm just putting it out there. So that being said, people, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Y'all know what it is. Make that phone call. Call that line. There's 275 people in here. Click that like button. Subscribe if you're here for the first time. Casey Jawuski says T. Higgins, our first pick. T. Higgins look good, man. I like T. Higgins. T. Higgins look real good. Let me see who's calling. I'm going to take a guess. This is Game Touch TV. This is Rico, Buffalo Fanatics. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
It's Game Touch TV, your favorite cynical Bills fan from Dayton, Ohio.
How did I know it was you calling, man? What's going on, man? Talk to me. What's on your mind?
All right. I'm excited, man. This is the matchup I wanted against the Texans because I think we're going to shut Deshaun Watson down. I really believe that. But, man, biggest problem, Josh Allen's favorite thing in the whole wide world, going 3 and out. We can't have that. And I know he's playing with backup, but his first 2 drives, 3 and out, and that's kind of been a common theme this whole season. And I think even if we're not scoring, 30 points against the Texans, but instead of going 3, maybe we get 1 or 2 first downs because that's going to back up Houston whenever we pin them deep, and that's where we can reap the benefits because that's what we did against Pittsburgh. Is we had fantastic field position, mainly because Duck Hodges was throwing ducks. But yeah, I think if we can just move the ball a little bit better, I think we have a really good shot on our own. I think we have a great shot, much better than against the Chiefs. And it's going to be inside, so Josh Allen won't have to worry about the elements where I think he can thrive. And I'm really excited for the matchup. And yes, Sam Darnold played like complete shit. I mean, he was terrible.
Listen, I don't know why the big hype on Sam Darnold is Sam Darnold. Like, I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype, man. But it is what it is. But one thing I'm going to say, though, is Chris Matlock says Texans are a zone team. And he makes a very good point because we play better against zone teams. Allen specifically plays better against a zone team. So we should have success against the Texans, and it should be a very good game, a close game nonetheless, but a good game altogether.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw out of Duke Williams because he obviously had that drop, but also I thought he was real physical. I don't know. It seemed like he got open a lot in zone. I don't know how great he is at creating separation, but I mean, Josh's big thing, honestly, is we need guys who can catch. We need guys who are big.
Yes.
Because, in some instances, the man can't hit the broadside of a barn. But, when we have a lot of his turnovers coming from, him airmailing Beasley and he has to jump 3 feet in the air and it bounces off his hands because he's, 4'11". When we have Duke Williams, he's big, he's strong, he's going to make those catches.
I'm telling you.
And, I like what I saw from him, man.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna tell you. Actually, I'm gonna get off because I have people calling me. Game Tuss TV. I think you are one of the most popular calls that we have on this show, and I love it. I know every time I get a phone call, I'm like, "Oh, Ohio, oh, that's my guy. That's who's calling."
Well, shout out to Scott Blakely from Chi-Town as well.
Oh, Scott Blakely, Scott Blakely, he's that dude, man. He knows. Scott Blakely knows what it is, man. Yo, Game Tuss TV. I appreciate the phone call, my G.
Of course, man.
All right, man. Bing biggity. Bing biggity big. I got you, bro. All right, my man. So let me tell you something, man. Dylan Stahl, I see you, man. Dylan Stahl says, listen, man, it could be Titans over the Pats. I can definitely see that. Bills beat the Texans. I could definitely see that. Then we go to the Chiefs. That's a tough one, but not impossible. Look how the Chiefs look today. A little sloppy, which with against a damn Chiefs defense. A Chargers defense. And then the Ravens against the Titans, that's a battle in itself. We could even see the Titans again in the AFC Championship. How good would that and how fitting would that be? I'm just saying, man. Let me get this phone call real quick. This is Buffalo Fanatics. This is Rico. Who's this and where are you calling from?
This is Fred Blakely from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Fred Blakely. What's going on, man? What's on your mind? Talk to me, bro.
Man, I saw this game today, and one thing, man, I think it's more of an insult to the Jets that they struggled against a second, third, and ninth string defense and offense. But let me ask you this. And from what you saw from Matt Barkley today, do you have enough confidence that he could win us a game if Josh Allen goes down in the third quarter?
You know what? I actually do. And a lot of people are going to try to hate on Barkley because of this, that, and the third. Today was it was an anomaly. He didn't have a starting O-line. He didn't have a starting cats. I can tell you right now, I would have all the confidence in the world in Barkley if Josh is to go down. Keep in mind, when Josh went down against the Patriots, we had an opportunity to go up and score, but we just fell short. And I have all the confidence in him. Now, could you imagine Jeff Toole going in as a backup or who else? Nate Peterman.
Tool Tom or Nate. 5 Pick Peterman.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So
if it. Oh, go ahead, man.
no, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, gosh, if we put Nathan Peterman in, we might as well say hike and go ahead and give the ball to him.
Listen, man.
Say, hey.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. So when it comes to confidence in Barkley, I actually have the confidence in him. I really do. Because you look at today. Today, 232 yards, passing easily, and he was passing the guys, McKenzie. Who else? Freaking Robert Foster. 14 targets went to Duke Williams. Imagine John Brown on there and Cole Beasley.
Williams is badass as can be on that field today. Let me tell you.
Would you activate Duke Williams next week?
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. Dable must have fell and hit his head this whole season if he ain't activating Duke Williams. Like, I mean, he's got the size. He sounds like he's a humble dude. You know what I'm saying? He's hungry. He wants to get out there and wants to learn. You know, he sounds like a good, mature player to have on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let me tell you, when you have a guy like that's gone through the ups and downs in his personal life, then which affected his professional life, you learn. And you're like, yo, I'm not going back down that path again. And you can tell he's about that life right now. And this would be a big boost if you started him and got him in there, because everyone in the locker room loves this guy. So why not have him on the damn active roster and make him plays, man? That's the way I look at it, man. But Mr. Blake, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I think Duke Williams, honestly, if we kept him on the team and he spent an off season with Josh Allen, man, honestly, I think there can be some good potential there, because Josh Allen, when he threw, and Duke Williams was a fingertip away of getting that ball. I mean, man, just imagine if they worked a little bit longer. That stuff like that could actually turn into completed passes. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I hear everything you're saying, man. So it's a game of inches, man. It's a game of inches. So that's what we have to do, man. But hey, Frank, I appreciate that phone call, my G.
Yeah, man. You have a nice day.
Yes, you too. Take care. I gotta address Mike Schiavi. That punk ass is back in this building, man. And I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna block you because you want your time. So you think the Bills are overrated? The Bills are overrated. This guy is unbelievable. Your Patriots lost to the Dolphins today. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking about we being overrated. Your damn Patriots lost to the Dolphins. So don't talk, and they all started. So don't talk to me about someone being overrated. And who said it best? Was it Cody Finney? Cody Finney said it best, I think. You said that overrated talk was like 8 games ago. Wait, my man Pierre likes to say catch up. You still playing catch up. Catch up. That shit's not flying no more, man. The Bills are overrated. Nah, son. We right where we're supposed to be. Right where we're supposed to be. You got me mumbling. Right where we're supposed to be. Your little Patriots, that's who needs to get their shit together. I'll tell you that right now, because if y'all keep messing around, the Titans might take your punk asses down. I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm just putting it out there. Playing games, man. Mike Schiavi. Boy, go sit your ass down somewhere, man. Go sit on a cactus and eat yellow snow. That's how I say it. That's the way I look at it. But ladies and gentlemen, that's your Pats fans. Those are your Ravens fans. We stay in their heads. Look at them. They're all up in the Bills channel when they should be, celebrating they lost today. Damn, they can't be celebrating shit. But you know what it is, man. But we love ourselves some Pats fans. We love them. Because when we beat that ass, when it's coming, and you can't hide behind your quarterback, because his time is coming soon. His time is coming soon. So get all that good stuff out of it now. Because once Tom Brady is gone and out of the way, ooh, you Patriots fans are going to be insufferable to deal with. Insufferable. I'm telling you right now, man. I can't wait. I'm telling you, man. But it's all good. We love to have Patriots fans up in this bitch. We love it. Richard Catahina says they love this channel because they don't have one. They don't. There's a bunch of weak ass cats talk about we've got this many. Listen, man. Respect to you guys. You guys got your championships. Is great, but it's one of those things like, what have you done for me lately? That's the type of league that we in, man. Cool, you did what you did, but right now, what are you doing? You guys are 12 in whatever, and y'all lost to the Dolphins, and you're going into the playoffs not as a bye. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes out. But yeah, that's those are Pats fans for you, man. Those are Pats fans. Cody Finney, what did Cody Finney say? Oh, for sure, Pats fans about to scatter like roaches. Bunch of wagon jumpers. Yeah, you know how they are. You know how they are, man. That's just what it is, man. But listen, man. Somebody asked, Buster says, I agree, but what about Gore's run? Gore still has fresh legs, man. He was looking good for the first bit, but I think they took him out just to kind of keep him and preserve him. He's the type of person that we need in the playoffs. If we are facing adversity, everybody calm down. Mitch Morse, we're facing adversity. Everybody relax. We're going to be just fine. John Brown, hey, chill out. We got this. Let's just keep plugging. We have some veterans on this team that can kind of keep us nice and balanced, but we got enough youth on this team that are going to gain so much experience. Allen in himself going to the playoffs and walking us into the playoffs is going to earn so much. It's going to be invaluable. And he's going to take that extra big step next year. I'll tell you that right now. This is Rico, Buffalo Fanatics. Who's this and where you calling from?
Scott Blakely, Chicago. Rico.
Hey, my man, Scott Blakely. The mic is hot. What's on your mind, man? Talk to me.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm the only Bills fan in the country right now that's a little pissed off about the game. I just really thought they laid an egg a little bit too deep in the ground. I just thought it was a good time to tune up. I mean, let's face it, they have lost 3 out of the last 4. We talk about the stereotype that, when you're hot, get hot at the right time. And they weren't hot. So I really don't think, I think they got very conservative, which I understand the paranoia of injury, but shit, you can step off a curb, and twist your ankle. So I just thought it was a little bit too conservative for my taste. I know I'm the minority, but I wish they would have at least played a half, with their starters to tune up accordingly. And, there's nothing else to say. I mean, again, it's opinion poll. I don't get paid to coach this team, nor am I qualified. So maybe there's some brilliance that we're going to see in the playoff where they showed nothing, did nothing, and they're going to come out with an amazing game plan, a differentiated approach, to their play. And I'm the biggest Bills fan in Chicago. I'll guarantee you that. So I'm all in, but a little disappointed with my taste, anyways.
Stay on the line, Scott, because I'm the opposite. I'm more like, get this game done with. Now, here's where you swayed me a tiny bit. And I said it at the beginning. If you're gonna play your starting quarterback, of all people, you're gonna play him. You might as well play everybody so you guys, like you said, so you can tune up on things you need to work on for the first, maybe 4 series or a first quarter or whatever the case is. But you bench everybody, but start your starting quarterback. There was no rhyme or reason. It made no sense.
No, makes no sense. Makes no sense, Rico.
Absolutely not. So I totally agree with you. I was for the most part, I was like, bench all your starters. I mean, for the most part, bench them all as you can. Let them take their reps in practice and let them rest up. Let them prepare for who they're going to prepare with, and let your guys that normally don't get on the field let them get some reps so they can potentially contribute when we need them for next week. But then you sprinkled in a whole bunch of different shit. It just didn't make any sense to me. So I'm with you on that one, man. I'm with you. They were very conservative today. I think they just played to just get out of the game and be done. But the worst part is we had some injuries. We took some injuries. And here's a question for you. Are you concerned with the Wallace injury?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'm overly concerned. I think like I said in the chat that, I think that sometimes you play conservative. That's when you end up getting injured, right? Your head's just not in the game. And, very frankly, I think it was that I was more, most concerned is they didn't have a win mentality. They had the mentality of like everybody watching the game was just get it over with because we're already in the playoffs. And, so from an injury perspective, I guess the biggest concern is Nasecki and Wallace.
Yes.
Those are the 2 that are going to hurt us. That's the bottom line. But we'll see if they're just ankle twisters and they can suck it up for next week.
I like it, man. Scott Blakely in the building from Chi-Town, man. How was your Christmas, by the way? Was it great?
No, it was awesome. Awesome.
Oh.
We had about 30 people over and 3 turkeys. So we're still eating leftovers.
Scott Blakely does it big.
Yeah. It
Well,
was awesome, man.
I appreciate it, man. I love when you call in, man. Listen, you are always welcome to call in. Don't ever be shy. We love hearing from you, man.
All right, pal. Take it easy.
Man. Take care, man. That's my guy, Scott Blakely from the Shy. Always brings the heat every time. Game Tuts TV. Listen, man, so far my callers that come in and bring that heat. Game Tuts. My guy Scott Blakely comes in. Where's my guy? Where's my guy from my island brother from I forgot his last name, but he calls in and he comes with it. He comes with it. I love hearing it. Scott Blakely is a great guest when he calls in, man. He comes with his takes, gets his point across, he feels it out, tells it what he needs to say, and he's gone. He's gone. I love it. I love that shit. If you guys are wondering how you can call in, it's very simple. Subscribe. Become a member. Become a Bing Team member. Bing Team member. That's all you got to do. And you go to it by joining thefanatics.com. Join thefanatics.com. That's all you got to do. Once you do, you go to the community tab. The number's right there. You got something to say. You want to vent. You want to make a great point that a lot of people are missing. This is where it's at right now. Because guys like myself will try to catch everything we can. But you guys are watching the game just as I am. And you guys might see some things that I may not see. Top Shata. Dable needs to step up the play calling next week. He already got aired out on the NFL Network for just calling random plays. Ooh, I did not see that. Who aired him out? Who aired him out? Because I'd love to go see that soundbite. But yeah, man, it all comes down to execution next week. It really does. Because Dable does call some really good plays, right? And there's rhyme and reason for the plays that he does. Sometimes he has these stinkers where you're like, what the hell was that? However, nonetheless, he needs to call a great play. And the number one guy that this is going to fall on is Josh Allen. Josh Allen must come in and come guns a-blazing. We need to see him like we saw him against the Dallas Cowboys. That was the best I've ever seen Josh Allen. Dialed in, ready to roll. He was legit. That's the Josh Allen that we need. We got a little bit of Josh Allen today, and it was an afterthought. The hell was that? I don't remember even paying attention to what he was doing because it was irrelevant. 3 and out, gone. Like waste of time. Waste of time, waste of reps. You could have gave the start right away to my man Barkley, Bitcoin Barkley, and he could have kind of mustered things up. But that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Cody Finney says, Ricky James. Very true. What did Ricky James say? Let me go back to see what Ricky James is saying. Ricky James says the Patriots championships mean nothing. It will always be overshadowed by their cheating, and they have been convicted twice. I don't know. I mean, the champions are champions, man. When they went against the Atlanta Falcons, bro, they came back and won that shit. Bonehead plays by Atlanta Falcons, but golly, they came back and won that bitch, right? So it's just what it is. It's just what it is. You gotta respect it. But now this year is this year. I mean, the past is the past, man. The same way we don't dwell on the 4 damn Super Bowls that we lost. The past is the past. That's why we're trying to burn that and trying to propel ourselves this year so we can try to make something happen, man. I'm telling you right now, man, we have a very, very, very great opportunity to make some noise in the playoffs. Make some noise. But we got to execute. We got to come defensively. We got to keep our head on straight and avoid the stupid mistakes and avoid turnovers. We turn the ball over against an inferior team defensively. Like the damn Texans, yo, we in trouble. We in trouble. So I want to end it off like this, people. If we are going to make a run and spark offensively, we need to have guys that are hungry. We need to have guys that are ready to make plays, and that's where Duke Williams comes in. I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be people like, yo, shut up. He hasn't started all week and he hasn't started all season. Why the hell we put him in now? Because of what he did today. Against a starting defense with a backup quarterback with 14 targets, 6 catches, 108 yards. That is why. You can't have that sitting on the damn bench. Like, what's up with that, man? Get the guy in the game. He could be your third guy. Have a packaging for him, for crying out loud. And then, you know what? If he has to go on special teams, man, just put him on special teams. He'll bust his ass doing that too. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. And you bet you might as well look into Tommy Sweeney as well. Because Lee Smith, Tyler Kroft, just ain't worth the bread. Just ain't worth the bread. So you can't force things, man. Some things just come naturally, and it seems that Allen and Sweeney just come naturally. So why not do that? I'm just saying. So until next time, y'all keep tuning into the Buffalo Fanatics. We got great things coming. There's going to be a giveaway given at the end of this month. So into the new year, we might do it in the new year. Announce the winner then. We'll be doing a draw. And listen, man, this is the best place to be for Buffalo football news, analysis, all that good stuff. So keep tuning in. And we just going to turn up because it's playoff mode now. It's playoff mode now. Playoffs? Yes. Yes. We are in the playoffs. We've been saying playoffs for the longest time, and we just keep missing out on playoffs. Now we in. 2 to 3 years, we in the playoffs. Come here, babe. We in the playoffs. So that's my time. Until next time, it's your boy.
And we're gone.
And we're gone. She's got the fever, so she's not feeling well. So we got to go take care of baby girl. So that's it. That's she gave me the bing biggity. Can you say bing biggity bing?
Bing biggity bing.
No, you got to say it with some more power. You say bing biggity bing.
Bing biggity bing.
Hey, that's my girl. Anyway, so that's that. That's our time.
You know, Mom's watching.
She's watching?
Yeah.
It's my supporter. That's my girl. That's my lady. So we're going to do it up. Playoff time. I'm going to put a preview video sometime this week because guess what? Your boy is off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, we got all time. So we're going to be putting some content together. So keep in mind, we're going to put out questions of the week. So be on the lookout for questions of the week. Put your questions out. I'm going to make a video on that. And then we'll go from there. We're going to do it one more time. Until next time. Until next time. Peace out and we gone. Let's go. You feeling better?